Woodbury. We're here at Johnson Stadium at Haynes Field to welcome you for a varsity matchup today between the Tigers and Cape Henry Collegiate. The Tigers coming off a loss from Blue Ridge, but ready to get their revenge. I'm alongside Sullivan Barnett.
Yeah, I mean, we're for a great day of lacrosse, great weather. This is a match that Woodbury should and could win, so excited.
Yep, very exciting matchup today. Obviously, like I said, Woodbury coming off a tough loss against Blue Ridge away. But they're looking to get their get back today following a student win in the faculty basketball game. I know, Sullivan, you were there commentating that game.
Yeah, it was an electric atmosphere. For those who tuned in, you saw a 46-45 student win, and great game for the prospects to come watch as the students rushed the court right after.
Yeah, invite back weekend here on campus this weekend that lets all the considering students that want to come here kind of get their last view of what this school is really about. And yeah, faculty basketball game, students took home the dub. My brother, Brooks Parrish, who happens to be starting attackman, he had 9 points in that game. I think All Stars had a really good game.
Yeah, and we're hoping we can top off the weekend with a big Tiger win here, as well as on the baseball field, and there's a varsity golf match also going on right now.
Yep, we've got a varsity golf match going on as we get to the X for the first face-off of the game. Be holding at the X. Can't get it to go. Cape Henry will win the first face-off today.
Yeah, Woodbury needs to make sure that they settle down a little bit. Just a couple of sloppy mistakes in that Blue Ridge game, playing a little too quick, a little too antsy. So hopefully Woodbury can calm their nerves this game and really dial it in.
Great save there from Jack Jensen. After the bouncer can't go for Cape Henry.
Davis Oki flying up the field.
Doki will try to push it up the field. Saves it from going out of bounds. We'll get some whistles here.
Yeah, it's malfunction. We're working on it.
Looks like we're having some shot clock issues here. But we'll try to get that rolling. So yeah, Holden couldn't get that at X. He was actually posted on the Lacrosse Network of a hit that he had, where you could hear the crunch on it.
It's malfunctioning right now. We're trying to get it going.
They're still trying to sort this out. Kind of just a standstill on the field.
Yeah, but that's a nice shout out for Foster Harry, who, yeah, like you said, was posted on Lacrosse Network, the Instagram's biggest lacrosse platform, for his big hit last game.
Yeah, we had Odin Duckett as well for hitting a perfect corner. Tigers had a great start to the season. They stayed for the first week of spring break and went all over, went and watched the Virginia game, and I know they bonded really well. And I think something that we're seeing this year is that they're a lot more energized and that, they're really hyping up their guys.
Yeah, and I feel like the bench has been a big factor in the wins that they've had this season. Even when Woodbury's been down, the bench has been there cheering the guys on.
Yeah, I think they got some sideline celebrations going on with bowling, with the pins knocking down after some great goals from the Tigers on the field.
Bench press sallies.
Yep.
All that hopefully will be on display after the Tigers get a win.
We still wait as the refs try to help us fix the shot clock.
So looks like the game's gonna have to make do without shot clocks that the players can see. The refs will just have their own miniature clocks till we can get it figured out.
Yeah, but they'll keep it in their pocket as we play. Yeah, so we'll get back to action here as the shot clock is not cooperating. So we'll get to playing.
An unfortunate break at the beginning of the game is it's adding a little bit of tension for these guys.
Yeah, standing alone on the field, you see the guys talking to each other. They're yeah, we've got right on the Tiger logo. We've got some conversations appearing. You could only wonder what they're talking about down there.
New friendships being made in this awkward break.
I don't know if it's friendships. I don't know if it's hatred. I don't know. But got to make do.
Yeah, well, this gives us time to introduce the starting lineup. In right now we have Sam Gillespie, number 1, top of your screen, Brooks Parrish, and Tommy Sanker playing attack.
Yep. So Riley Crosby, believe that's Davis Oakey and Carl. And then at close defense, it's Swope, Malcolm, and Charlie Whaley. And in net is Jack Jensen. Jack Jensen had a really, really good game against Blue Ridge. I mean, he was a brick wall. And after that first save today, he was hyped and he was really excited.
Yeah, and this is an older team, a lot of seniors leading the charge. And I interviewed Sam Gillespie for the Woodbury Forest Sports Wire this week, and he told me that loves playing with this team as he's played with them for 4 years. A lot of these guys started on JV and then made their way up to varsity sophomore year. So there's a lot of chemistry on this team. I mean, this season means a lot to almost every guy on the starting lineup.
Yeah, a lot of seniors on this team. There's definitely some leadership. I know Brooks is maybe one of those leaders, but see if we can get back to action.
Looks like Coach Leahy and Cape Henry's coach are trying to figure out a way to get this working, make it easy for their players to know how much time they have left on the clock. Looks like they have reached a conclusion as we hear cheering coming from the sidelines.
Yep, refs will get back onto the field. Still don't know what the agreement here is.
I guess we'll get to see if the shot clocks are working the second they blow the whistle. And we'll be without shot clocks, but the refs will have their own. Players who have to use their awareness too.
So it'll be in Cape Henry's half. They're going to lollipop pass it over the half line to get it in Tiger territory. Now they'll have it up top. Over down into the box. He's going to dodge from the alley. Doesn't want it. Now they're over to X. Malcolm guarded. Gets around. Nope. Shot does not go.
Yeah,
Cape Henry will get the chase.
You can hear that student section hyped after that missed shot. It's going to be like that all game.
Ooh, 23 tries to go for an around the world. Can't get it to go. And Cape Henry will chase it down after another missed shot.
Pretty bold move this early into the game.
Will Swope will guard him, rushing him down the baseline. Great defense here from Will Swope. Forces him out. Cape Henry has to throw a reckless pass. Now it's a scrummage on the ground. Will Swope will end up picking it up and gets it over to Davis Oakey. And Davis Oakey is going to pass it up to Riley Crosby. They've got a fast break here. Sam Gillespie gets it. And he'll calm it down a little bit as we get the subs coming in. Now it's Brooks at X. Makes a good move. Over to Tommy. Davis up top. Over to Gavin. So the Helmick twins will come in, as will Odin Duckett. Odin's going to take his man down the left alley. Draws up Brooks at X, looking. He's going to dodge, get over the top. Shot no good. And the goalie will collect it on the crease.
Yeah, Jojo, I will say Woodbury Tigers look a lot more poised this game than they did last game.
Yep, a lot more poise. Really trying to get to the goal.
Yeah, definitely crack down on their mistakes in practice over the week after the unfortunate loss against Blue Ridge.
Odin Duckett will read the pass but can't get it to get in a stick. It's a 3-on-1. Tigers surrounding him. Malcolm will pick it up. Now Odin. Malcolm again will pick it up. Is going to throw it backwards to Swope. Swope will cross it over to Gavin. And Gavin will pass it up to his brother Hunter. And Hunter will slow it down, recognizing a little chaotic. And now Hunter up top. I think he's going to try to dodge down this alley, this right alley. He wants that left hand, but good defense from the Cape Henry defender. Tommy's going to dodge in. Oh. Very close to clipping the cage, just goes over.
And I don't know if y'all noticed, but number 22, Captain Charlie Gillespie, is not in this game due to a hamstring injury. So Tommy Senker, number 8, is stepping up to fill those shoes.
Yeah, Charlie will not be playing. A drop pass from, or a shot.
Tommy Senker. I mean, he's taking 2 solid shots, trying to work his way into this game.
Brooks will chase it down. Then it's over to Gavin. Up top to Hunter. Hunter wants it again. Over to Senker now. Shot clock now as the students will air it out. Senker's shot goes wide as a desperate last-second attempt. With no visual on what the shot clock number is, he's got his teammates chanting it out. So now Brooks will have it, but I believe he has 1 second maybe?
Yeah, no shot clock is not ideal, but fortunately Woodbury's bench is looking out for the players, trying to help them out as much as possible.
So that'll be a turnover on shot clock. Obviously, it's been problematic. No sense of knowing where that number is. And a big toss from the keeper all the way to the other side of the field. Cape Henry's going to dodge in, and he's got a nice Canadian goal.
Yeah, and this is where Woodbury really needs to turn up. Once Woodbury gets down early, they've been struggling to recover. But if they can, like I said, keep poised, keep contained, I mean, this is a winnable game.
Yeah, I had 4 guys on him, and got in there quickly and kind of switched his hands around and shot it to where it was Canadian, and he wasn't. That was a tough shot, and that's a great goal for Cape Henry to start out with a 1-0 lead.
Yeah, as much as I hate to say it, it's just, like you said, just a good shot. Not much you can do against that.
Foster at the X again, doesn't have it. He's going to try to get it back. No, but a wide, chaotic pass. Charlie Whaley rides him. Charlie Whaley's going to pass it up the field to Sam Gillespie. Sam Gillespie will try to be forced out of bounds, but makes a good spin move. Sam Gillespie now pushing it. Oh, great save by the keeper. Read him low, went for the low bouncer, but keeper stepped forward and stopped him in his tracks.
Yeah, and I appreciate the aggression by Sam Gillespie. That's a good take, just couldn't get it to fall.
Took the initiative, just took it right to the net. Riley will read that pass. Great ride here from Woodbury, but he's going to get over the half. But they'll get a failure to advance. So you have 20 seconds to cross the half, and they didn't do it in time. So now it'll be a turnover, and it's Woodbury's ball.
Yeah, I love that out of Woodbury. It's a good momentum shift there.
Now it's Davis. He's going to pass it down to Sam. Sam over to X with Brooks. Now Tommy, as they'll make some changes to the midi line. So now it's Odin dodging. Gets his step by. Passes out to Sanker. Sanker will come over the top. A bounce pass to Sam. Sam Gillespie will dodge in and finds Gavin on the crease, and Gavin with a great finish.
Yeah, nice shot by Gavin. Nice passing to lead up to that shot. This is a good play.
Sam recognizes that he grabs Gavin's guy from the hole and knows that Gavin will be wide open on the crease. And that's great understanding from Sam to see Gavin just wide open for the nice dish and score.
It's looking like up here in the booth we're maybe getting a shot clock fix right now, so that could be very helpful for both offenses. Foster set to face off again.
So now a tie ball game with 5 minutes and 40 seconds to go. Foster can't get it. Cape Henry's been beating us on the face-off. A good swing pass. Cape Henry just over. A great, powerful shot, though. And they'll have it at X. And they'll work it around in their offense. A good move, but no. Carl will press out his man near the 40, but he's beat big time. And a great save by Jack. And they'll come around and he'll dish it, and that's another Cape Henry goal.
Yeah, I mean, what I've noticed throughout this game so far is this game's going to be won on the defensive side of the ball. Both teams can score, but just can't keep getting beat. Got to keep your feet planted.
So Cape Henry will call timeout, I believe, as Cape Henry will gain momentum off of a great dish to his guy on the other side of the crease and a nice finishing shot.
Yeah, so Jojo, what are you seeing right now? Why do you think Cape Henry's up right now? What have they done well?
Well, they're dominating the X. They're winning face-off. Foster is having a hard, like he's trying to contest it after he gets the ground ball. It's just, the face-off guy's doing a great job getting out of there and finding open grass. And I think they're chasing it back really well. Mm-hmm. They're taking shots, but it's supported. They've got someone at X to back it up so they can keep shooting it.
Yeah, I mean, I completely agree. It seems like the ball's been on the right side of the field all game, and it's just kind of hurting our defense, a little tired, and winning some face-offs could definitely flip the momentum for us.
Yeah, that would. We don't have any scores on the scoreboard as we are replacing. And now they're going to put it back on. As they'll try to get this situated, seeing if they can get the shot clock fixed.
Getting the scoreboard reset up after we hope to have the shot clocks all figured out.
And we do have a shot clock. And they'll win it at the X. Cape Henry again. And they'll dish it out and situate it to get all their offensive middies on the field. Now they'll dodge it X. Malcolm hacking away. Malcolm keeps pushing. And Swope will switch on, but Swope gets beat, but he sticks his stick in last second to get the nice poke. Good defensive stretch for Woodbury, and now Carl wide open. A fast break here over to Tommy. Tommy to Brooks. Brooks over to Sam. Sam loses it, or couldn't tell if that was a bad pass. We'll get a call here with a flag flying. Looks like they've got a slash on Cape Henry. No, cross check on Cape Henry. So this will be a 1 minute man up for Woodbury.
Yeah, but that pass was just what I was talking about, those mistakes where you have a wide open look and just make that minor mistake just before it.
Yep. So now they'll get in their man up. A great opportunity to score. And they'll work it around. Brooks will dive around and just misses wide. But Sam Gillespie will back that up. Brooks recognized that they're very outside, that they're not staying in the middle. And they'll keep swinging it around. And Brooks, a diving goal. Recognizes the hole in the defense once again. And crease dives to get a great shot.
Yeah, it's a highlight reel moment right there for Brooks Parrish.
Brooks has been telling me that he's been wanting to go for those diving shots. I don't know why he wants to. It really hurts. But great shot for Brooks, and great Tiger offense, and just moving it around and creating some space in between the Cape Henry defenders.
Yeah, and that's the kind of player Brooks Parrish is, a high IQ player. Like JoJo said, he noticed a gap in the defense and took it, missed, and didn't let that phase him, and did it again.
That's right. So again, they will win it at the X. And they'll get situated. And that'll be Cape Henry dodging on Charles. Over to X. Over to X again. Good help defense. And what a save. Jack Jensen standing on his head.
Yeah, and it's nice to see Charles Horner out here after that big hit he took in the warm-up.
Yep. So Swope will get it out. Back over to Jack. Jack to Swope. Swope crosses over to Charlie Whaley. Charlie Whaley will push it upfield, but that's failure to advance. Couldn't advance it in time past the half. So that'll be a turnover, and it'll go back to Cape Henry. We'll see if the Tigers can have another good defensive stretch here. But Jack Jensen's standing on his head. A good check away from Odin. Cape Henry gains it again, and they'll take a 20-yard step down that's no good. Back to him again, another step down, and that's 2 eats. 2 eats for the Woodbury defense, stopping that from getting to the cage. I believe that was Charlie Whaley the second time.
First one looked like Malcolm Thompson.
So Cape Henry will back that up, and they'll move it around. Cape Henry will set up. He'll dodge on Malcolm Thompson. A good bounce shot, but just wide. And once again, Cape Henry will back that up.
Yeah, Jack looks a lot more comfortable in goal than he's looked. I think that Blue Ridge game gave him a lot of confidence.
Yeah. A hit from Odin Duckett isn't enough, and a crease dive for Cape Henry.
Yeah, Tigers got one. They wanted to recreate that. Wasn't as stylish.
Oh, they're going to call him in the crease. The refs will gather here to decide. The close ref saw him in the crease. They'll call no goal. So it'll go back to Jack Jensen, and they will try to clear it upfield. Jack finds Swope. Maybe a trip there. Swope wanted it. He will eventually get the flag to fly. And I believe, yes, they will call tripping. So that'll be a 1-minute penalty. And so another man-up opportunity for the Tigers.
Yeah, and these are the plays that Woodbury really has to take advantage of.
That's for sure. So they'll have it on man up. They'll work it around over to Hunter. Hunter's shot is wide. It's a mommy goal. And now they'll Gilman it up the field. Cape Henry now has it, but they're going to take it out, but then they'll dodge again on Swope. Swope has none of that and will keep him out.
Malcolm or Charlie Whaley playing really aggressive defense all game.
Yep. Oh, wow. A great shot from Cape Henry. That's number
25, I believe that's who was called back for that last crease goal.
Yeah, what a shot. Finds that right corner perfectly. And now Cape Henry will take a 3-2 lead with 33 seconds left in this first quarter.
Yeah, I mean, Cape Henry showed up to play. I don't know if Woodbury was prepared for this. I heard Cape Henry wasn't the greatest team coming into this, but, you know, anything can happen with a determined team like Cape Henry is.
Yeah, Cape Henry showing some resilience here. After that called back goal, they'll go down again and score it.
Yeah, I mean, fortunately for Woodbury, there's plenty of time on the clock, plenty of time to get these early game jitters out and truly dial in.
Yep, so we'll go back to the face-off X. We'll see if Foster can get one. Foster can get a win at X. They can push it upfield. See if they can get one last possession before this first quarter expires.
Yeah, and I assume Leahy's just telling them right now, you know, like, stay calm, stay composed, don't let this get in your head because you got 3 more quarters to go. 3 quarters in 4 seconds. 30 seconds.
Yep, so they'll have 33 seconds. They'll face off following the Cape Henry goal.
And a face-off win here would be huge.
If Woodbury can get a face-off win here, they can get one last possession. And here we go. Cape Henry will have it again. Immediately gets that clamp on the ball. 20 seconds now remaining in the quarter. They'll double him. Swope will try to extract that ball from him. And he'll find his attackman at X, but Malcolm won't let him. Malcolm, takeaway check. And then rocks him. They'll call push with possession, so Cape Henry will get the ball back with 4 seconds on the 20-yard line in the alley.
Yeah, I'm assuming they're going to try to get it at number 25 as he's been on fire this game, or they're just going to run it out.
So that'll be quarter there. They will run it out. They won't try to get a shot off. But Woodbury, they'll come out energized and show support to their guys on the field.
Yeah, Tigers down 2-3. I'd say my biggest takeaway from the first quarter is just defense is kind of falling asleep a little bit, getting beat in plays that they really shouldn't be getting beat.
Yeah, they're having a little bit of a hard time with that help defense they've got. With that first goal, I mean, he went straight in, and I think they need to just play body. I think your main goal when someone's pushing in like that, you got to stop the ball. And what I saw was them throwing stick checks, and stick checks isn't going to stop someone. You got to really throw your body in front of it. And just stop that ball from getting to the net.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, Woodbury's been moving the ball up the field, I'd say, pretty well, and the offense has looked really solid, really just composed. But if we can't get stops, unfortunately, you can't have the rest of that happen.
Can't get stops considering the only way that we're really going to get the ball is if we can make some stops or start winning it at the face-off X.
Ladies and gentlemen, if your car is parked between the stadium and the baseball field, be aware that you're in foul territory for baseballs.
Our athletic director will give them a shout as the baseball game is going on, and they are indeed some cars in foul territory that will not be great if you found a baseball to your windshield.
Yeah, and baseball's having a great season. I mean, been here for 4 years, and this is for sure the best start they've ever had.
Yeah, they went over to
Richmond, play Benedictine.
Yeah, went over to Richmond, played Benedictine. They said they played a really good game, and I think they're really on the up and up.
Yeah, and that game did get canceled due to weather or postponed, but at the bottom of the third, it was 9-1 Woodbury. So, but they're looking forward to getting that one resumed.
Yep, and that's the game that they're playing right now. So once again, Cape Henry will win that again. Cape Henry will dodge around, but get it over to X. Try to find his man on the crease, doesn't have him. Davis Oakey gets a good ground ball. He's going to give it to his goalie. Jack Jensen's going to give it a big heave up the field to Carl, wide open. Now it's a fast break. Carl over to Tommy. Tommy to Brooks. Brooks!
Bang!
Bounce shot. Great shot from Brooks Parrish.
Yeah, Brooks is feeling himself today. 2 really, really outstanding goals.
A great shot, low bouncer. With this new turf, the bounce shot is really hard to read, and great choice for Brooks to bounce that, and a great fast break play. Carl pushes it, gives it to Tommy. Tommy draws the guy, and that just leaves Brooks wide open.
Yeah, and like I said, I mean, Brooks already a scorer, high IQ player, but with the lack of Charlie Gillespie and Brooks Parrish is stepping up and really showing who he is and what he does.
Yep, great game so far for Brooks. And again, Cape Henry is going to win that face-off. That is key for Cape Henry Collegiate.
Yeah, I mean, that has allowed them to dominate on the offensive side of the ball because they have it so many opportunities.
And that is a wide open lane. Once again, no body contact, just stick checks. And he's just going to recognize, and he's going to go straight in. And that'll be another goal for Cape Henry. So they'll, again, take their one goal lead.
Looks like we have Gavin Helmick taking the face off now.
And Tad Shores and Davis Oakey on the wing. Tad Shores is my prefect on Middle Taylor. Great guy. Comes into my room every night. You know, we're conversating, and yeah, got to give a shout out to Tad Shores.
Yeah, and I don't know if you know, this is his first time playing lacrosse since freshman year. So
yeah, he was on the Australia expedition, and I think he's happy to be out here on the field.
yeah, kind of lost.
Cape Henry, his shot goes straight into the dirt. Lucky for Woodbury, he was right on the crease. So now Jack. Move it over, and Woodbury will work on a clearing effort. And that's Davis to get it over the half line. Over to Tommy. Tommy's going to pull it out, and that's Asa up top. One of the names I haven't gotten the pleasure to say today.
Yeah, it's just a very passionate player. Played football with him, and just loves every sport he does. Puts all 100% into it.
Yeah, Asa, a great player. And as we speak, he will dodge. Doesn't want it, kind of an alley dodge. Now Brooks at X is going to take the screen from Asa. We'll try to work around it and work up top. He finds a wide open Hunter, but Hunter gets stuffed, and then a second attempt is good. A great stuff from the goalie, one-on-one. Hunter, no one guarding him, and the goalie stuffs him, but gets the garbage goal, picks it up on the crease, and puts it in the back of the net.
Yeah, great save, but great resilience, staying on it. Misses, but it's a rebound, puts it in. Now looks like Foster back up.
Yep. And so with that goal, that'll tie up the game with 9 minutes and 41 seconds to go in the second quarter. And again, they'll win the faceoff. And they'll get situated. They'll have it up top. Move it over to their attackman. And down over to that left alley. Now over to the right alley. And up top. Cape Henry will dodge from up top. Passes it out over to X. Great move from Cape Henry. Doesn't get it to go. It'll be a scrum, but we'll get it. And now Swope pushes it upfield. And he'll get a midi back, and he'll go over the line. Over to Davis Oakey. Davis to Sam Gillespie. Sam Gillespie, one fake high, low. Sam Gillespie with the goal.
Yeah, Sam Gillespie's my roommate. Promised me a celly. I didn't see one, but hopefully we'll get one later in the game.
We do have a hype Asa coming out of the game after a great goal from Sam. Fakes that goalie high, gets him to bite it, and just shoots it low and finishes it.
And now Tigers are leading. This is a great opportunity for them.
First lead of the game. Cape Henry will win it at the X again.
Yeah, I think that's going to be a highlight of halftime conversation is winning that face-off. Give the offense some more opportunities.
Yep. He drops it, and now Riley will push it up, but they'll call a push with possession on Malcolm.
It's the second one. Malcolm's a very aggressive player, football player first, and so he's got to stay composed. Can't.
Going up to Colby next year to play some football, and very aggressive player. Great save from Jack. Reads that bouncer perfectly. Now they'll have a clearing effort. It's up to Charlie Whaley, and he'll push it over the half. And he'll find Riley. Riley will dish it out to Gavin. And Gavin over to his brother, Hunter. And Odin Duckett will cross the line.
Yeah, with the shot clock finally fixed.
Odin with a running start on that dodge. Recognizes. Great spin move over to Hunter. Now to Tommy. Tommy to Gavin. Over to Hunter. Hunter's going to dodge in. Gets everyone on him. And a goal and one.
Is that it's either second or third goal of the game.
Yeah, Hunter, great shot. Has 4 defenders on him, but still drives it in the back of the net. And he'll get a flag with the play. But I believe that'll be waived with the goal.
Yeah, Woodbury playing like they really want this win. I mean, like I said, this is a really, really solid team. Went undefeated over spring break and has just dropped two games that were both potentially winnable.
And now they'll call a timeout. Woodbury hype. Asa falls over but plays it off as a playing dead.
Yeah, that's our energizer, Asa Arnold, number 11.
No, it's not the clock. It's the timeout. Stop. We had the timeout time going up there, Coach. That was the timeout time. Seconds back on the clock. Just set time 7:03.
Yep, and we'll get a break.
Yeah, no. I think what happened was
having some more clock issues, I believe. But it's a Tiger lead 6-4 after they claimed their lead and stacked another goal on top of it.
Yeah, but it is nice to get the shot clock fixed because it seems like Woodbury can set up offenses more comfortably. Allowed us to flow into these goals better.
Yeah, in that first portion of that first quarter, they were yelling out the shot clock when it was inside of 10 seconds. And that's not great because you just don't have that awareness and you don't know when you're going to dodge. And I think that's really helped. And I think coming out of that first quarter and now into the second quarter, they have really ramped it up. And I think we're seeing a really good Tiger offense and Tiger defense. And I think on the defensive side, you've got to highlight Jack Jensen. He has been standing on his head and just been stopping everything, reading those tough bouncers to just great saves all around.
You know, Jack Jensen's having a great game, headed up to Lexington, Virginia, going to attend Washington Lee University next year as their goalkeeper.
Yep, that's right. Okay, so it'll be Cape Henry ball. Cape Henry. Malcolm will press him up right on the 45-yard line. Wow, big hit there from Woodbury. And they'll force that ball out, and they've got a fast break now. Over to Tommy. Tommy to Brooks. Brooks to Sam. Beautifully done. Sam Gillespie drives it in the back of the net.
So now we have 3 players with 2 goals, and these fast breaks is what's really allowing Woodbury to score. I mean, this is the momentum shift is what Woodbury needed.
Great defensive stand there. You know, they've kind of got him trapped in this corner right next to the box, and you've got like 3 players recognizing that, and so they press up on that ball, and they get a risky pass to go, and they'll grab it, and they'll get that fast break. And that's wonderfully, that's how you play a fast break. You just keep passing it until you score. I mean, yeah, great job. And again, another face-off win for Cape Henry. And they'll get a large step down that's eaten by Charlie Whaley again. He'll stop that from ever reaching the goal. Big defensive turn here, playing a lot better defense. They'll dodge up top. He's guarded by Davis Oakey. And he'll take a shot, beautifully read again from Jack Jensen. Jack Jensen, another great save.
Yeah, I don't know what Leahy told him in that first time out, but this defense is a completely new defense. I mean, they've really turned it around.
Hunter will push it up, but then pull out. Asa will come on. And he's going to dodge. He'll dodge down that right alley. Take a nice shot.
What a shot. Asa Arnold is hyped.
Bottom left corner, threads that needle. And they'll have some celebrations going down on the sideline for Woodbury. Hype that their Energizer is able to get one to get in the back of the net.
Yeah, and Woodbury, slow start, now doubled Cape Henry's score 5 minutes to go in the first half.
Yeah, it's like 3 goals in like a 2.5 minute stretch. And again, they'll win the face-off, Cape Henry, and that'll be a goal. What a save. Jack Jensen again, what a great save. And he'll find Riley, who will push it up the field.
Yeah, Jack Jensen was a new boy junior here at Woodbury, but has already made a huge impact in just 2 years here.
Hunter dodges. Over to Sam. Sam to Brooks. Brooks down on the crease, wide open. Great goal.
Hat trick for Brooks Parish.
Hat trick for Brooks within the first half.
Yeah, Woodbury's distributing the ball really well. No one's playing selfish ball.
And this has turned great, folks. Very unselfish lacrosse. Cape Henry will win that face-off again. Cape Henry, they'll go down and up back to the top of the field. A fumbled pass, but he'll regain possession, but now they're pressed out. Will Swope wants that ball, but his player will scamper away, and now Cape Henry will dodge. A shot, I couldn't tell what that was, but Jack Jensen intercepts it.
I don't know if you noticed, Jojo, but Riley Crosby was limping around a little bit, but stayed on his man and took it all the way back up the field. So.
And another fast break. Brooks will dodge. Oh, tries to go for the no-look goal. Can't get it to go.
With the way Brooks has been playing, I wouldn't be surprised if that one fell.
So again, it'll be Tommy Sanker, but Cape Henry defender eats it. And now Hunter over to Odin, over to Gavin, and Tommy again. They'll run this little rotating wheel, and Sam Gillespie wide open on the crease gets stuffed again by that goalie.
Yeah, but Woodbury's doing a great job chasing down shots. Miss one, get the next one. This third or fourth possession.
Great rotation of the ball, sharing it. Again, they'll just keep rotating it down. Odin Duckett, a hitch, step down. Just wide right.
Woodbury's ball again.
And they'll have 47 seconds on the shot clock. Tommy will get it out. Over to Brooks, who's up top. Odin up top. Sam Gillespie considers the shot, but says no. And they'll just run this wheel. Brooks, behind the back pass. Goal! Gavin, behind the back pass from Brooks Parrish. And they will row the boat on the sideline for Woodbury.
And this is what you love to see. I believe Woodbury was down coming into the second quarter, and in this second quarter, Woodbury is just playing really, really confident lacrosse. I mean, these guys look like they're out here having fun.
Oh, yeah. Love to see a great possession of the ball. They're sharing it. They're just rotating. This is great offense and a really big step up for the defense as well. Cape Henry will win it again, and that'll be a push, and a flag will fly.
I mean, you're going to give credit to number 16 on Cape Henry. Really talented face-off.
Yes, very talented. But now, 30-second penalty on the Tigers. So Cape Henry will get a 30-second man up.
I mean, with the way Jack Jensen's been playing, Woodbury has no need to be worried about this man up.
Yeah, Jack Jensen playing great. So they'll start their man up rotation. They'll keep rotating it around. Down. Fans will try to give a fake countdown. Jack Jensen saves it again. Great save from Jack Jensen. Riley Crosby will get the ground ball. No, it'll be Will Swope. Will Swope will lollipop pass it to Davis Oakey, who was almost blown up there, but Davis Oakey resists his defender. A missed pass, but Brooks will back it up. And now they'll slow it down and get their own middies on the field. That's over to Hunter. And now Graham. Odin will dodge. Puts it over to X for Brooks. Brooks over to Hunter. Hunter hits that right pipe.
A good take, just slightly off the mark.
Yeah, Brooks Parrish's pass almost intercepted. But they'll have it again. Graham will give a hit to get the ball. It's Odin up top now. Odin hitch again. Swim dodge. No, slips out of his stick.
Odin's had a couple good looks like that just due to his athleticism and skillful moves.
So now Sam wants to dodge up top. And Odin was wide open.
And Odin gets that goal back.
Odin with a great silly too. And he'll snipe that left corner.
Get some Odin Duckett chants from the student section.
We will hear some Odin Duckett chants.
That's another energizer on this Tiger squad.
Odin Duckett, a great guy and a great lacrosse player. We'll see if Foster can try to get one at the X.
Come on, Foster.
Looking a little better this time, but the Cape Henry pole will actually end up extracting it. Cape Henry will try to possess it with just under 30 seconds to go. Cape Henry's going to dodge at X. Malcolm guarding him. Is swiped away after a good double from Charlie Whaley. Now Foster has it. Swim dodge. Double swim dodge. A push from the back.
And Tigers are going to get that call. It's a good call.
And they'll get the ball back with 8 seconds remaining. As they need to push it up the field, and that's Davis Oakey. Davis Oakey will try to push it up. Over to Tommy Sanker. Tommy Sanker hitches. Comes across. Shoot. No.
Would have been a
Left pipe. But the goalie just nicks it.
and a great second quarter for the Tigers as they take up 7-point lead going into the half.
Yeah, great flip of energy for the Tigers on both sides of the ball as they improve greatly offensively and defensively with a great performance from Jack Jensen and Cage.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more. I mean, I believe it was defense stepping up. That was the shift that this team needed, the spark this team needed.
Yep, and that'll give the offense more time to have the ball. And I think we'll take a break, and we'll come back to you for some more action. Hello, Tiger fans. We welcome you back to Johnson Stadium at Haynes Field for this varsity matchup between the Tigers and Cape Henry Collegiate. The Tigers with a very momentum-forward second quarter as they now have an 11-4 lead. Sullivan?
Yeah, we saw a really great shift from the first quarter to the second quarter where, you could just tell the defense just really wanted it. This is a huge win for the Tigers if they can get it. And, with the way we're looking, we have the backup goalie in, so we're giving a lot of guys good play time, good experience time.
Yep, so Everett will step in cage for this second half of play. And Holden will try to get his win at the X today.
Yeah.
Holden! Foster. Brooks, no. Sorry for that. That is Foster.
Yeah, but Everett's stepping in after Jack Jensen's great performance, so some shoes to fill, but Everett is plenty capable. Really great junior goalkeeper who's going to make big impacts next year.
Tigers with an energetic ride, but can't get it. So it'll now be Cape Henry ball. Cape Henry gets a on-the-run shot, but doesn't go. Now Davis Oakey wants to push it upfield with a clear. Davis Oakey over to Sam Gillespie. Now Tommy Senker. Try to go for that low to high shot to that right corner, but unfortunately that ball is not backed up, so the Tigers will now have to ride to get this ball back.
Yeah, all game Tommy's had a lot of good looks, just hasn't had any fall yet, but I like the confidence, shooter's mentality, keep shooting.
Yep. And the goalie will just straunt up the field with no one really getting open. Riley Crosby will intercept the lollipop pass over to Brooks now as they've got numbers. But Cape Henry, Brooks wants to keep pushing it. And a great through-the-legs goal for Brooks Parrish.
And that's his fourth. No Sally. Brooks is just used to this at this point.
Yep, that'll be his fourth goal, but recognizes he's got numbers and just takes it right down that left alley and gets the angle to go through the goalie's legs.
Woodbury with a 12-4 lead.
12-4 lead now. Mr. Afrani applauding that.
Speaking of Mr. Afrani, just had a daughter week ago.
About a week ago, Elizabeth.
Yeah, so congratulations to him.
And we will proudly welcome Elizabeth to our Tiger Nation. Carl press up. Cape Henry now at X. He's guarded by Will Swope. Will Swope gets that ball out, but he'll fight to get it back, but Will Swope will end up getting the ground ball. Will Swope makes a move, is going to push it up the field to Carl, who's right on that out-of-bounds line. Davis Oakey has numbers for a fast break. Over to Sam, over to Tommy. Tommy cannot dish it. I believe that was tipped by the goalie. A great save as Tommy having some trouble getting this thing to drop.
Fortunately, possession remains with the Tigers.
Yep, did a good job backing that up. Now Odin Duckett will get to the top and will receive a pass as he has intentions of dodging. He'll dodge down that left alley. Over to X to Brooks. He wants to dodge. He'll dodge. His stick is held for a while. He'll keep it up high and find Sam on the other side. Goal! Sam Gillespie.
And that's his third, is it not?
I believe that is his third. Brooks has been seeing that all game, that other side of the crease. And Sam has just been left wide open every time for an easy dish and score.
Yeah, these two seniors have just been attacking the net.
Yeah, attacking that net.
And looking for each other, too. If they don't see a pass they like, or shot they like, they've been dishing it off. And He's making really great plays off this.
Yeah, this offense is working really well and sharing the ball really well. Great performance, but Cape Henry will win that face-off. And they'll push it down, and a high pass leaves it to be Tigers' ball.
Yeah, Malcolm Thompson's had a really great game. Like I said, defense had a slow start, but Malcolm's been playing really physical and not allowing any easy shots.
And now Everett will find Hunter in the middle of the field. And now they've got control on the Tiger side of the field. Asa with it now. Asa has dodging intentions. It's kind of just an easy dodge down that alley. Brooks stops it from going out of bounds after a rough pass from Asa. He'll then screen. And again, Brooks will get around, finds... Oh, now it's Gavin on that other side. Like I said, Brooks is really finding that other side wide open. And that's another assist for Brooks and a goal for Gavin Helmick.
Yeah, I mean, Brooks has had the biggest offensive impact in this game so far, scoring, assisting. I mean, he's just doing it all. Really, really great game by him.
Yeah, Brooks now has at least 6+ points. And that includes goals and assists. And they will win another face-off, as that is one thing that is keeping them somewhat in this game.
Yeah, but Woodbury's defense
Cape
is...
Henry, large step down, no good.
Woodbury's defense has kind of accepted that face-offs aren't going their way, and it's just buckled down. So, 7 accept that they'll be starting on defense every possession.
Yep.
And here's my defensive MVP, Malcolm Thompson, staying on number 25 on Cape Henry.
Tad Shores picks up the ground ball. Tad Shores now finds Davis Oakey for a wide open fast break. Davis finds Tommy. Tommy to Brooks. Brooks shoots it low, but a great save from the Cape Henry goalie. Sam Gillespie will regain possession of the ball after a dogfight of a ground ball. And Tommy will dish it up top to Gavin. Gavin, over to Odin. Odin wants that corner, but no good. Brooks will chase. And it'll be another Tiger possession. Now it's Gavin over to Sam. Tommy, yes!
And he gets one to go.
A great corner snipe there for Tommy Sanker as he bounces it into that uppermost left corner.
Yeah, Tommy Sanker, really talented sophomore, new boy sophomore. So first year on the team playing varsity and getting good minutes, making a big impact this year.
Yeah, he, football player as well, had an injury at the start of the season, ended up breaking his ankle, but has rehabbed really well. And now he's showing his excellence on the lacrosse field.
Yeah, it's truly been an awesome journey seeing him get back on the field and, has shown us he wants to be here.
Yep. Oh, okay. Cape Henry now has the ball. They'll have it at X. Will Swope will get that ball. And now Charles Horner will pick it up.
Charles Horner, another one of those guys who hasn't played since freshman or sophomore year, stepping up.
Yeah, he'll step up. And now Woodbury will calm it down. Odin will dodge. Over to Brooks. Brooks a high pass. So it'll be Cape Henry ball. Cape Henry has it. Over to that other side. Go, Cape Henry.
Yeah, and this kid's been keeping him in the game. I think he has all but one of their points so far.
Yep, keeping him in this game. Great shot there and finds that right corner.
So we're looking at a timeout. I'm not sure who called it.
Yeah, not sure who called it, but teams will gather.
And Cape Henry has an injured attack man come off. But I think it's potentially a Woodbury call. Just, tell him to settle down. There's a goal that could have been prevented. But Woodbury's built themselves a really solid lead, so no need to worry.
No need to worry here for the Tigers. They've got it in a really good spot. So with Invite Back weekend, had a lot of prospective students on campus. I remember this time last year, quite nervous, but it was a really good opportunity for me to really know what the school is about. We had 2 prospects in my room, and I have a small room, so it was quite difficult fitting everyone in there, but we did it, and we had a good night with a good first class.
Yeah, it's quite a special weekend. I had a pretty similar experience to JoJo about 4 years ago. But it's a really awesome weekend to figure out if you really do want to be part of the Tiger Nation. And as you can tell, JoJo and I enjoyed this weekend and knew that this was going to be our home for the next 4 years.
Yep. I'm a third former.
I'm a 6th former, so 2 different sides of the spectrum.
Yep, so this is my first year, but I've loved every bit of it. And excited that I could share one year with my brother Brooks. He's been a big role model for me, and he really helped me make this decision to come here.
Yeah, and Brooks, your brother's been showing out today.
Yeah, great game for Brooks. Cape Henry will win that face-off again. And they'll possess it.
Doki's standing his ground.
Cape Henry will just keep working it around. A zip pass across the field is not going to work there. That'll go out of bounds.
Yeah, just sloppy pass. Just not a great attempt at getting themselves back at this game.
Yeah, not a pass that you want to force, considering the circumstances they're in. Will Swope will get that ball, and he will go full steam ahead, and he's going to cross that half line and dish it to Hunter Helmet.
But props to Woodbury. I mean, they're flustering this opposing offense. They really aren't sure a counter to this defense.
Yep. And it'll be Gavin to dodge. He'll go down that right alley over to Brooks, over to Tommy. Sam loses control of that ball. We'll have 2 try to go for the ground ball on the same team, but a miscommunication there. As that'll be a fast break, almost goal for Cape Henry. Evan is out of the cage to get the ball. Cape Henry finds a man at the top of the field, and now it'll be down at X. And they'll keep moving it around, but Woodbury has a lot of numbers here. And a good save from Everett.
Yeah, Everett's really stepped up this season as well. I mean, played almost every second half of every game. And, I mean, just showing the impact he makes and why he's going to be a really great starter next year.
Yep. And so Woodbury will possess it again, high up top on the field. That'll Gavin Dodge with Brooks at X, finds Odin. Odin! Odin goal, snipes that right corner.
Odin's trying to get posted on Lacrosse Network again with that shot.
Finds that perfect uppermost right corner with an on-the-run shot with precise accuracy. And a great dish and goal for Brooks and Odin Duckett.
And like I said, I mean, this team is just, Woodbury's just having fun right now. I mean, you could tell that goal was just like Odin playing in rec leagues.
Yep, gets that beat on his man, and he's going down. He's just going to shoot it. A great look from Brooks and a great finish from Odin. Foster looks to be tripped, but he's not going to get a flag. So Cape Henry will have the ball. Cape Henry will have it at top. Dodges on Riley. Great save from Everett. Malcolm loses control, but has a great swipe to pull it out and pick it up. He'll work his way up. He looked like he wanted to shoot it, gave it, and a great play from the Tigers. It's a Brooks Parrish goal.
I mean, Brooks has 5 goals now.
Yeah, Brooks Parrish with 5 goals. Malcolm pushes that up the field, gets it to Sam Gillespie, and Sam, once again, finding his crease mate on the other side. And a great finish from Brooks.
Yeah, goalkeeper's letting his defenders know, I mean, got to stay in front of number 10 because he is going to find a way to score.
Yep, and great movement of the ball. It's really throwing off this Cape Henry defense. And so it'll be a 17-5 lead as we go back to the X for another Cape Henry face-off win. So Cape Henry will be agile at the top of the field. And that face-off man will scamper and get it to one of his offensive guys. Cape Henry with a low pass. Not great. So Woodbury and Charlie Whaley will push it up. Charlie Whaley over to Sam. Sam has a little bit of trouble handling that. Sam trips, but regains his balance and gets it to Carl. Carl to Asa. And Asa will possess it at the top of the field.
Yeah, these veterans on defense, Malcolm Thompson, Will Swope, Carl, and Charlie Whaley just make a huge impact.
Hunter Dodge. Shot goes just high. Great move there from Hunter to attack the goal.
And I believe if Hunter hit that, he would be the 3rd Tiger with a hat trick.
Yeah, he would. Tigers having a great game today. Brooks Parrish will take it in from the back. From X, rather. He'll get it checked away, but regains it. Over to Tommy, who can't get it. And it's a scrummage, and Brooks. Nope. And Brooks over to Hunter. Hunter hits and
there
score.
it is. 3rd hat trick by a Tiger.
3 hat tricks for the Tigers. And that is a Hunter hitch and score.
Now Woodbury's sending in some seniors, Prescott Miller and Sammy Antonio.
If Sammy Antonio and Prescott will go in. Was looking at a Prescott Miller class with Miss Robertson, and they looked like they were having a great time.
Yeah, Prescott, not only an athlete, but has a podcast with one of his classmates, Hampton Jones, about sports at Woodbury and mental health in sports.
Yep. We'll see Asa up top with the ball. So they'll work it around the Tigers. Over to Sam Antonio. Tries to find that left bottom corner, doesn't get it. Now Prescott will take it from X. Prescott was never given the whistle, so he'll have to go back. Prescott will now dodge with a screen from Asa to help. Prescott works his way around and finds Odin. Odin just wide right. But Asa's there to back it up.
Yeah, and you can see it's been a huge shift. Woodbury's been on the offensive side of the ball this whole third quarter.
And you've got short time here with 5 seconds. Asa's just going to dodge. And now Odin shoots, and no, not enough angle. But just a last-second shot as the time expires in the first half of the second half.
Yeah, and 18-5 going into the fourth quarter. This is really exciting because you get to see some guys get some deserved minutes. Some of these guys who are energizers on the sideline get to make an impact on the field.
I think one guy I'm really excited to see is Lane Warren. Lane Warren, this is his first year on the lacrosse team. He's a great guy. He's really energetic. He cares a lot, and he's really helpful on the team. And we'll see him at the X.
Yeah, Lane Warren played football with him freshman year and is referred to as Little Johnny because he's a smaller in stature dude with wheels. I mean, he is super fast, and if he gets us in this game, he's going to show what he does for this team.
Yeah, just how fast he is. I know he's been working on his face-off skills ever since he's made the decision to come on this lacrosse team, and I think he's loving every minute of it.
It'd also be exciting to see goalie Henry Powell get a shot.
Yep, Henry Powell in net, and you've got to think about guys like, Albert Monk,
Henry Fanning.
But Henry Fanning is hurt.
Okay, well, Court Valentine is going to get a shot pretty soon.
We'll see Court.
Just a lot of deserving guys who put in the minutes.
We'll see Mark Greenberg take to the X.
Yeah, and Mark Greenberg tore his ACL last year on a face-off and did not let that get the best of him. He missed his whole wrestling season last year and lacrosse, but he's back, and, he's a fighter. He's really, really excited to be back on this field.
And wrestling this year, he was Virginia Prep League Wrestler of the Year, coming off of a torn ACL. So a lot of resilience in that guy. And we'll see Albert, Court, and Mark at the X.
Yeah, huge honor to be named Virginia Prep League Player of the Year, as his dad was.
Mark can't get that face off, so Cape Henry will win it.
James Bowles heads in, number 28.
James Bowles does head in. Cape Henry up top is guarded by Charles Horner. We'll find him at X. Cape Henry still with the ball. He's guarded by Albert Monk. Albert, good defense, forces a bad pass.
And I believe Albert was a short stick last year, so getting to play a new role.
Yeah, gets to play a new role. He says he's glad, and he said he's angry at himself for not picking up a pole or sooner. Albert will get that ground ball and get it to his goalie. And now James is with it in the open field, makes a man miss. He'll push it up the field over to Sam. Sam Antonio will pull it out. Asa now. James Bowles will run off the field. And I believe that's Gavin. Yes, that's Gavin dodging. Over to Sam Antonio. Sam Antonio zips it across to Asa. Asa can't get anything to go. It's over to Graham. And now back to Gavin. Gavin, spin move. Low shot, but a save by a new keeper.
Yeah, and this fourth quarter is great because we have a lot of younger guys getting some in-game experience. That'll be super helpful next year when we lose this really talented class of seniors.
Yep, always want to see that. Scrum in the middle. Tad looks to have had it, but gets it knocked away. Now Court will try to pick it up, but can't get it. So now the Tigers and Cape Henry will regroup. Wide open, but so Marshall Hughes will be called for that push. So they'll regain possession. Now it's Albert guarding again. Cape Henry possesses it at the top.
And unfortunately, fortunately for the Tigers, unfortunately for Cape Henry, they've just lost their spark and kind of look like they're just waiting for the clock to run down.
Yep. They've got an X again, a big skip pass. A lot of speed on that shot. Just goes over the goal. But they're there to back it up. Cape Henry wants to dodge now. 25, beats his man Albert. But his shot was wide, and now a great spin move from 25. A pass in the middle is broken up by Tad. I don't know what the call is there, but it'll be Tiger possession with an Asa fast break. Asa doesn't move it. Over to Prescott, who is stuffed. Then they'll break it upfield, but he misses the ground ball, so Hunter will get the first time GB. And San Antonio scraps for the ball, and that's Bates Johnson is pushed from the back.
That's a good call by the ref, who is a Woodbury alum, class of 2023, Conwell Morris.
Who was our senior prefect.
Now attending University of Virginia. He enjoys spending his weekends calling high school games, just being around the sport that he loved.
Yep.
Believe he was the team captain for this Woodbury lacrosse team in 2023 as well.
Conwell was. Conwell was a phenomenal lacrosse player back in his high school days. Asa now moves it. And this will be our offense for a man down. Bates now moves it to Asa. Asa to San Antonio. Over to Tommy. Tommy is stuffed on the crease.
Yeah, good move by Tommy, but looks like their goalie is still in this game, still wants it.
Marshall first time GB. And Bates mishandles the pass, but it's going to stay inbounds. It'll hit the pylon. We don't know whose ball it is. It's Woodbury ball. Bates will have it now. So Tigers will swing it around. It's Prescott. Prescott finds Asa. Asa loses control but gets it back again. Asa shoots it top right.
That's his second goal, and like I said, he's hyped. That's what we love to see out of Asa.
Asa, great shot there. And now Tigers will take a 19-5 lead with 6 minutes and 30 seconds remaining. in this game.
And it's just been a just great day of lacrosse for the Tigers. Beautiful weather in Orange, Virginia here. Got some prospects in the stands, a lot of parents here supporting their loved ones, and just everybody's getting a good chance to play. And
You love to see that. Marshall ground ball again after a mishandled pass for Albert now will pass it, but it's dropped, and they will score. Cape Henry will score off of a missed pass.
yeah, just an unfortunate kind of sloppy mistake. And as Henry Powell checks in,
Henry Powell will come in the game.
a fan favorite, super funny dude, always making sure
A fan
sidelines in
favorite.
check. Hey, and here's Lane Warren, little Johnny, taking the
Lane
face
Warren
off.
is at the X for this face-off.
See if Tigers can win that face-off. Oh, and the Tigers almost win it.
Almost win that face-off, but Cape Henry will get away with it.
But great effort by Lane Warren.
Great effort. Cape Henry will have it. Number 17 is guarded by Mason Greenberg. Now it's Marshall. Number 22 for Cape Henry will dodge on Marshall and get a shot that's no good. It's wide, but it's backed up. It'll stay alive. Albert at X. Guarding number 25. 25 with a fake. Oh! What a goal for Cape Henry. Gets his man to jump. Fake jump shot. Rolls, fakes high, and shoots low. That's textbook scoring for Cape Henry.
Yeah, I mean, that kid's he's had a great game. Not really letting the score get the best of him. He's going to stay out here and keep working. Lane Warren back to get his. Could just get back on that last face-off.
Lane Warren is back. You would love to see Lane Warren win a face-off here.
Another good effort.
Carl rushes in to try to get that ball. Causes chaos. Lane Warren almost comes away with a GB, but now he's caught chasing down. That'll almost be a pole goal. It hits the top of the cage.
No, I think that was a save by Henry.
It was
Powell.
a save. Maybe it was a save from Henry Powell as the Tigers are scrambling. But Cape Henry will take a timeout.
Yeah, 4 minutes and 50 seconds to go in this game. I think Leahy is probably telling the Tigers, no more points. You know, let's keep this a high-scoring game and not give them any reason to think it was close at all.
And also, out of just respect, I think you kind of start to slow it down here and just possess the ball rather than take shots and dodge. So we do end up seeing Lane Warren. I think we've cleared the bench. I think everyone has gone in the game.
Yeah, I mean, that's what it looks to be, which is awesome. Great for vibes. And like I said, I know these veterans love watching the younger guys, the future of this program, taking a step up and, you know, getting some good minutes, quality minutes.
Yeah, for sure. As the Tigers will now be on defense, we see Telfair now on the field. Telfair will be out.
Yeah, and JoJo and I have not mentioned, but I think a big contributor to this Tiger success is the recently created winter box lacrosse program, allowing lacrosse players to play 2 seasons of the sport and really grow their skill set.
Yeah, I think box lacrosse has been a big thing. I know Brooks has really enjoyed it, and I think all of his teammates have as well, as it gets you in shape for this lacrosse season, and it's a great winter activity. Bounce shot high. Henry Powell save. Lane Warrant accidentally kicks it out, so it'll remain Cape Henry ball. Cape Henry will possess as we hit the 4-minute mark. Albert guards him. Albert with a trail check. Deflects that shot, and it's a Lane Warren takeaway who is going to show his speed. Lane runs. Lane finds Bates. Bates is doubled. Prescott will help. Prescott picks it up, but is doubled again. So it'll be out. And Woodbury ball. So now Julian Pollard is on the field. They will hit a big clear. And Cape Henry is now going to possess it. You love to see it, both sides, both teams really getting to get everyone on the field, just something you love to see.
Yeah, and like you said, I think Cape Henry's trying to put a few points on the board to help their case, but the Tigers are going to slow it down a little bit.
Great save from Henry Powell. Now Marshall will find Julian Graham in the middle of the field. Graham over to Telfair. Telfair over to San Antonio. San Antonio with a great move. Over back to Telfair. Telfair will move it up top to Graham. Graham wants this dodge. Graham over to Bates. Julian sets the screen for Bates. Bates comes around. You're going to call a moving screen?
Just under 2 minutes to go in this game.
I believe that's what they're going to call their moving screen. So the Tigers will try to ride to get this ball back, but no. Cape Henry finds a wide open pass. And they'll spread it out. Cape Henry will get a dodger to go on Marshall Hughes. Great shot, but Henry Powell with a great save. Henry Powell overthrows him a little bit, but Bates is able to calculate that he's got it. Bates will now push it. He's got Prescott. Prescott, no. Prescott is pushed from the back, and we will end up getting a call. Prescott tries to shoot high, but goalie predicts.
Yeah, I'm loving this intensity from the Tigers with a minute to go.
And now San Antonio will give it to Bates. And Bates will give it to James Bowles. James Bowles wants to go. James Bowles has hit a few times. Graham will get that. Ground ball. Graham's going to fake. Give it over to Sam Antonio. Sam Antonio, swim dodge. No. Sam Antonio ends up in the crease after the result.
Yeah, Tigers looking to cap it off with that 20-point game.
And now Cape Henry will start it. And they'll have it in the cage with the goalie. The goalie will press up. And he will find his attackman. James Bull tries to interfere. Cape Henry now has the ball. Cape Henry can't get that pass to go. And they'll Gilman it up the field. It's Prescott, and that's tipped away.
And that's game.
And that's the final horn as the Tigers take the W 19-7 against Cape Henry Collegiate.
Yeah, what a showing by the Tigers. Really showed up and showed these fans that they really wanted this one.
And a great dub for the Tigers considering it's invite back weekend. And a great way to start your weekend.
Yeah, 12-point win is nothing to blink at.
Nope. So I don't know the next time that the Tigers will play, but a good revenge there following that Blue Ridge game.
And a great start to Tiger Athletics this weekend as the golf team and the baseball team are also playing right now.
Sullivan, who would you have your MVP here of the match?
Well, I would say I have two. My offensive MVP is definitely Brooks Parrish. Did a great job distributing the ball as well as scoring. But I really thought Malcolm Thompson stepped it up on defense. I mean, as you were saying during that first time out, that they can't just stick check. They really have to put their body into it. And I think Malcolm was incredibly physical and showed that he wanted to be there. What would you say?
Yeah, for my offensive MVP, I think I'm going to say Sam Gillespie. I think, I would say Brooks Parrish, but, you're stealing my thunder there. I think I would have to go with Sam Gillespie, hat trick, one of the three Tigers with a hat trick. I think he had a great offensive game. He was getting the looks and did a great job of finishing it in the back of the net. And for defensively, I think I have to say Jack Jensen. He has been a stud in goal, and I think this Blue Ridge game and now this, playing at the level that he's playing at, that's a great goalie, and that's why he's committed to play lacrosse.
Yeah, I'm excited you said Jack Jensen because I said Malcolm. I was happy with that pick, but it would be a shame if I didn't shout out Jack Jensen's play today.
Yeah, Jack Jensen, only saw him in the first half, but that's all you needed to see him. A great game, and he stops a lot of goals going in, and I think what really, really gave this game their way was that first quarter break coming off of that, and they were just amazing. I think that second quarter energy really helped them and propelled them to win this game.
Yeah. Well, we really appreciate y'all tuning in, and we hope that y'all can tune in to the golf match or the baseball game. We really appreciate your support.
Yeah, and that baseball game, that'll be Mr. Jacobs and Wyatt Shropshire as we say goodbye from Haynes Field at Johnson Stadium. And have a great weekend, Tiger Nation.